Hey guys, it's Spy Cat, and this is episode 30 of Random Pickups. I went back to Berkeley, I returned that Rocky 3 movie in hopes that I would find the Rocky 5 movie that I had in my hand. I put somewhere, I misplaced it, I can't find it now, so now I have to go find Rocky 5 to complete that whole collection that I had. This collection, guys, I'm missing one. I know I'll find it. If I'm desperate, maybe I'll order it on Amazon or something, but I really don't like doing that because, as you guys know, to me that's kind of cheating. I'm all about the hunt before the movie stores are no more. Let's get to this random pickup, guys. So, let me put this aside. Alright guys, so the first movie I got was a 3 for 10 pile. I got Brainstorm to add to my sci-fi collection. It's actually going on eBay for $29.99, this particular snapback version, so it's a harder version to find. The only copy that I saw on eBay was this one for $29.99, and it's new, so I'm not saying mine's worth $30, but it is the first release of the movie Brainstorm on DVD, so I'm glad that I got that first release original cover to that. Pretty good movie. Christopher Walken's in it. Natalie Wood. I don't really know who the hell that is, but pretty good, like, weird sci-fi movie I can add to my sci-fi collection. Christopher Walken, classic. 3 for 10 deal. I also got Wild America. I already have this on tape. This is a really hard snapback one to find if you're going out hunting at the stores, because for some reason it's a kids movie, and kids movies always get pretty damaged. It sucks that this was the only one that they had, and it's kind of broken in the middle, but I've looked for this movie a lot, and I never seen it on DVD where it wasn't like totally damaged for some reason. And this is a good movie. I love the outdoor wilderness movies. I like Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement. Love that show. And this is just a fun movie. Takes me back when I was a kid when this movie came out. And this is a really good movie. And it's not that damaged. It's, it's got a couple scuff marks on the inside, but the outside's pretty good. And I'm glad that I could finally add this to my 90s kid collection, which I'll do a video on that at another time. Glad I got Wild America, though. I also got Chastity. I'm going to wait to do this movie last because you'll see. But I got Running Man double disc edition. I already have the regular edition of Running Man, but this is the special 2-disc edition, so that's pretty cool. And it's even got the cover to it, the paper cover thing over it, so that's kind of cool. Glad I could add this to my collection. It was only like $3 with a 3 for 10 deal, $3.25 or whatever it was. I also got Kingdom of Heaven, 4-disc director's cut, and look what I paid for this thing, $2.99, and it's from Amoeba, so this thing doesn't matter. I don't even know why they put this thing on there, but it's all good. This is a really good Ridley Scott movie. 4-disc. I have no idea why it would be 4-disc. It might have a soundtrack. It might have all kinds of stuff on it. So this is really going to be a cool addition to add to my collection. And I'm sure it's worth way more than $2.99. In fact, let me check on eBay. And as you can see, guys, that this movie goes for about $40 to $30, and it's actually, I guess this version is out of print, because the only ones I'm seeing are $40, $29.99, $39.99, or $39, so, wow. $2.99, and this baby is in primo shape, because I got it at Amoeba, not Rasputin. Rasputin's the one that kind of will take your ghetto, thrashed DVDs, but Amoeba doesn't play that. Amoeba always make sure that the discs aren't scratched and make sure that it's in great primo shape. They even package it again so it looks even cool. So, good job on that one. I also got iRobot. I already have this movie on Blu-ray, but because my sci-fi collection is so big on DVDs, I just can't have I Am Legend and not have the DVD version right next to it of iRobot. It's just kind of the way that I am, being a crazy collector of DVDs. But I'm glad I got this. I just have to take this, Best Buy thing, which is like impossible to take off, but I'll put some hot water on that and it'll come right off. I got this thing only for $1.99, so it's a pretty good deal. I like how they did this case, though, with the robots there and stuff. It's kind of a different see-through case. Kind of cool. I mean, $1.99, you can't go wrong, guys. And since the last episode of me getting Candyman 2, and I think I have Candyman 1 somewhere, I'm just finding all these Candyman movies that are out of print and that are kind of hard to find. So I got Candyman 2 on the last random pickups. I happen to have Candyman 3 when nice, sweeties, real nice, just mess up the video. What are you doing, sweeties? Sweeties, don't you running, man. Sweeties, what are you doing? I'm trying to do my random pickup episode. What do you want with Arnold Schwarzenegger, sweetie? I don't get that. Alright, guys, sorry about that interruption by Sweeties the cat. But, Candyman 3, let's see what this one is on eBay. Alright, guys, so it looks like the Candyman that I got for, like, $3.30 with the 3 for $10 deal, like 3.30 cents, $3.30 average. Goes for about 18 to, well, I guess no, shipping and handling. Yeah, I guess it goes for about $15. The version that I have, the artisan one. The artisan version that I have. Pretty cool that this is a out-of-print version of Candyman 3. Even has the paper that came with it. So that's kind of cool. That's a pretty cool picture right there. Candyman 3, wow. So now I basically have all the Candyman movies, so that's cool. And if you're a horror movie fan of the 90s and 80s, you gotta have all the Candymans. Next movie I got was Staying Together. I got this movie because of Sean Astin. I collect any movie that Sean Astin does. And this is a really slow drama movie from, I think, what year was this movie made? 89. So this was kind of before Encino Man came out, before Sean Astin was famous. It was after the Goonies movie. So it's a good movie. I like this movie. It reminds me of old 80s times, and it's really cool. I like this movie a lot. And, it's, a pretty good movie. I like Sean Astin. It's just a drama movie about, I think they're growing up in... Let's see. Or they're selling their parents are selling their restaurant, and all the kids really don't want them to sell their restaurant, so it's kind of about that. They have one last, it's kind of like Stand By Me, but they don't find like a dead body and stuff. But it's still a really good movie. Really hard movie to find. I'm glad that I had this movie and I had to buy it again because, I like Sean Astin, and I like 80s movies, and this is a really good 80s movie, kind of Stand By Me feel to it. And as you guys know, Rocky movies are my favorite movies of all time, so I have to have every single version that there is. I think this is the only version that, and I had this version, but I sold it a while ago, and I kind of regret selling it. But I'm glad that I got the very last DVD. I own every single Rocky movie that ever was released on DVD. This was the last one that I needed to have every DVD of Rocky in my collection that ever came out. So it's really cool that I have this movie now. And maybe on a different video, I'll show off all the versions of Rocky, the movie that I have. So that'll be cool. And I also got a movie that I freaking bought 2 times in a row. I saw The Cat. I thought that I didn't have this movie in my Goosebumps collection, but having like 4,000 DVDs in your collection, I run into this situation a lot where I go and I buy movies 2 times in a row. But anyway, guys, I do like to collect all the Goosebumps movies that there is, but I don't want to pay an outrageous price for them. So the movies that I have from Goosebumps in my collection, and I thought I was going to add that one to my collection, but I guess I had it already. I love the cat ones. My Best Friend is Invisible. That cover is really cool. Scary House. That's a really cool cover. Like that one. Deep Trouble. This cover is great, and I remember I had the book. I had all the books when I was a kid. Shocker on Shock Street. That's a really cool cover of the Praying Mantis. And of course, like an idiot, I bought Cry of the Cat 2 times. That's okay though. Night of the Living Dead 2. I need to find Night of the Living Dead 1. I don't know why I have 2, but I don't have 1. Alright guys, and now for the movie that I put aside that I wanted to talk about. I saved this one for last, guys, because this was a pretty good score. I paid $9.99 for this movie, and it's worth like $24.99 on eBay. And there it is, guys. Chastity, one of Cher's very first movies that she ever made. Oh, it says it's Cher's second film. Wow. So this is like her second film of all time, and it's really cool that it's out of print and it's going even used for $25. So that's really cool that I got that score from $9.99 to $25. But anyway, guys, out of print Chastity movie, starring Cher, her second movie role. I guess she's like on the run or something. She ran away from home. She gets, with some drug addict guy, and, they're just on the run, and kind of like a love story and stuff. But she looks really young here. And I know a lot of people will be like, you like Cher, that's pretty gay. But, yeah, I like Cher. She does really good movies, and I think she went a little, her, I don't know how it goes, but like, I think her daughter is, identifies as a boy or something, and really weird, family life, but I don't pay attention to that. I'm just a fan of her acting, and you know what? When Cher came out, she was a really good actress. The movie that got me into Cher definitely was The Mask. The Mask is The Mask is like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's got Cher and Sam Elliott in it. It's about the kid. It's about that kid. He has like this deformity in his face. It's like a cancer, or it's a tumor on his face, and his face looks really crazy. Let me see if I can open this up and see if there's a picture of the kid's face. But there isn't. But anyway, guys, I'm sure you guys know the movie of The Mask. Anyway, guys, good thing for the internet. But anyway, if you remember the movie of The Mask, it's a really good, I think it was 80, let's see. It was 85, so it was kind of 2 years after I was born. And if you remember The Mask, you'll remember the son. He actually kind of almost gets a girlfriend at the end of the movie. It's a really, really good-hearted, sweet movie, and the acting in it is really good. I love this movie. I've watched this movie so many times. It's kind of the old, inspiring with a really good message. Really sad movie what happens to the kid at the end of the movie, though. Just throwing that out there. But if you haven't seen The Mask, it's a really good movie. So anyway, guys, watch The Mask, one of my favorite movies. This movie right here is the reason why I have to collect Cher movies in my collection. And I guess for the 30th episode, I'm just going to show off a couple more Cher movies that I have in my collection. And no, I do not have that one musical one with, I forgot what it was. Maybe Lady Gaga or Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, one of those people. But no, I don't like those movies from Cher's. I like the movie where she's like just on her 80s acting stuff. And The Mask is definitely one of them. The other movie that I was looking on eBay, guys, And I have two versions of Silkwood. Silkwood is one of my favorite movies of all time too. It's about these people that work in a steel mill, and they're around like radiation, and they end up getting this skin thing on them that's like cancer. So it's a really good drama movie with Kurt Russell, with Cher, with Meryl Streep, all-star cast. One of my favorite movies of all time. This is why I like Cher, because she made The Mask and she made Silkwood, another 80s movie that is one of my favorite movies of all time. Great movie here. As you could read the back. Existence of two friends. Oklahoma nuclear factory. She's been exposed to radiation. Yeah, it's a really... It kind of reminds me of that one movie with the girl from Monster. It's kind of like that. It's like these are tough women. They're working at this nuclear plant, and they get exposed to that radiation, and that's what the movie's about. Them trying to, you know, kind of get money compensation for all of this. But this is a really good movie, and I'm really surprised because I have two versions of this movie. I have the Anchor Bay version that's out of print, which goes for, let me show you. For some reason, I saw this movie when I was looking at Chastity, and I saw that this movie, the out-of-print Anchor Bay version that I have, this one right here, is going for $100 on eBay. So that's kind of great when you find a movie that you have in your collection that's worth more than what you paid for it. Because I'm sure I only paid like $5 for this movie. And it was recently. I think I got it less than a year ago. In fact, I have this on Random Pickups episode way back, maybe like in my first like 10 Random Pickup episodes. I got this for like $5 or something. So it's kind of cool that that went up in price. There's another one that I looked at of Cher that's also worth some money, and that is, let me see, it's Suspect. Watch. Cher DVDs. Oh, whoops, I spelled that wrong. Whoops, I think I left the recorder on that. Anyway, guys, that sucks. I'm not going to retake this video, though. But anyway, whoa, it looks like that's her first movie, the Ultimate Collection TV. Wow, that thing goes for a lot of money. But anyway, I also have Silkwood's $100. Suspect. Had no idea that another movie that I have in my collection, this one right here, Suspect, is worth $70. So that's really cool that I have that movie. And I also have Moonstruck, of course. I don't remember watching this movie. The only movie I need to get is Mermaids. That's another 80s one from Cher. But that's it, guys, for the Random Pickups episode 30. Hope you liked the video. And that's it.